He plunges both feet into scalding ice water and locks eyes with the white cat. The second Angela shuts the door, the water boils, the lights flicker and time stops. When John comes to, his soul has crossed over into hell. Under a blood-red sky, the landscape is pure apocalyptic wasteland. Everyone here knows him, and the demons around him start closing in. Most of them are trapped in hell because of John, and he quickly spots someone familiar. It is Isabel, Angela's sister, and he runs toward her as the demons lose control. Isabel hears him coming and rips open her bag, and John leaps into the air. He grabs the relic and crushes the holy water against his chest. John barely survives, smoking and curled up in pain, and hands the bag to Angela. It proves her sister really did go to hell for suicide. But even with the evidence right there, Angela still thinks something's wrong, but John's completely drained. He is totally spent, so he asks his friend, a priest, to investigate, and the priest sneaks into the morgue. He finds Isabel and uses his power to read her final memories. His eyes go white, and a flood of images rushes into his mind. Then, a demon screams and drives him back, and a strange symbol appears on Isabel's wrist. Still shaken, he tries to pour a drink, but nothing comes out of the bottle. But everyone else sees the alcohol pouring normally, and the priest collapses. He knows he is dying, so he grabs a corkscrew and stabs it through his own palm. He has to leave a clue for John, and by the time John arrives, the priest is dead from alcohol poisoning. John finds the clue the priest left, lifts the symbol with a napkin. He immediately tells B-Man and asks him to look up what the symbol means. B-Man quickly finds it in a book on hell. The symbol belongs to Mammon, son of Satan, and Mammon's sick of being under his father's control. He wants to break through the barrier between worlds and turn Earth into his own kingdom. But for a pure demon to cross over, he needs 3 things: the spear of destiny that pierced Jesus, a powerful psychic host, and help from an angel. But before he can finish, B-Man's line suddenly cuts out. John knows something's wrong and races to his friend's place. At the same time, the machines behind B-Man start moving on their own, and something's getting closer. Before he can react, a fly crawls out of his own eyeball. By the time John gets there, the flies have eaten B-Man alive. While he is trying to figure out what to do, Angela finally tells him the truth. She and her sister were both born with psychic sight, just like John, and her gift was even stronger. But Angela refused to accept it because she was afraid people would lock her up in a psych ward. She hid her ability for so long that eventually it really did disappear. Now she wants to reawaken it and asks John to help her. John tells her to lie down in a bathtub filled with water. Water blocks out the senses and helps her reconnect with her power faster. But as the minutes pass, Angela feels nothing changing at all. She tries to sit up, but John holds her down and Angela starts thrashing. He won't let her out, and just as she is about to drown, time freezes. Once she is awakened, Angela senses the dark energy still hanging in the air and runs to where B-Man died. She finds a coin the killer left behind, and John instantly recognizes it. It belongs to Balthazar, a demon he has been fighting for years. Furious, John grabs whatever he can find and loads his shotgun with blessed rounds and dragon's breath. He builds a custom weapon he calls the Holy Shotgun. And at that same moment, Balthazar's admiring herself in a mirror. Then, out of nowhere, John splashes him with holy water, and Balthazar's face melts off. The demon grabs John by the throat, but the best exorcist alive didn't earn that title for nothing. John pulls out a pair of blessed brass knuckles from his coat. One punch sends her reeling. A quick combo of holy hits slams her face down onto the table. John knows banishing her back to hell is exactly what she wants, so he grabs his Bible instead. He starts reading her last rites and threatens her. If she doesn't want to spend eternity as heaven's servant, she better talk. That does it. She cracks and tells him everything. Turns out the demon prince needs God's blood and a powerful psychic host to cross into our world. God's blood is in the spear of destiny, and Isabel killed herself to stop the demon's plan from succeeding. But now Angela has awakened her powers, making her the perfect new host. John's about to leave when Angela shows up, worried about him and walking right into danger. The demon's eyes light up. She just delivered herself, and John doesn't hesitate. He shoots the demon dead and drags Angela toward the elevator. But as they're waiting for the doors to open, an invisible force rips Angela off her feet and yanks her through the air. John sprints after her as fast as he can. But all he can do is watch her disappear into the distance, rage building inside him. To find out where they took Angela, John has no choice but to ask Midnight for help. After some serious pleading, Midnight finally agrees to do it. The balance between the 3 realms is broken. He can't stay neutral anymore, so he pulls back a white sheet. Underneath is an electric chair that executed over 200 death row inmates back in the day. Because of all that death, the chair can now reveal any truth in the world. Midnight splashes water at John's feet. Then he smashes a light bulb above the chair. The moment the current hits, John's soul tears out of his body and suspended between life and death. He finally sees the whole picture. The spear is heading north, carried by a possessed homeless man. It stops at a hospital where dozens of demons are gathered and waiting. They're all lined up, ready to witness the demon prince's arrival on Earth. Time is running out. To make sure the plan works, John melts down every piece of blessed gold he owns. The two of them head to the hospital fully armed and split up immediately. Sam finds the water supply and drops a blessed cross into the tank. The tap water instantly becomes holy water, while John walks straight into a room full of demons. He triggers the sprinkler system, and blessed water rains down from every direction. The demons start screaming in agony, and now it is John's turn to go to work. John moves through them. Like an angel of death, his holy rounds tear through demons like paper. They disintegrate into ash within seconds, and soon the entire pack is wiped out. But meanwhile, Angela's being drowned by a demon-possessed orderly, and just as she is about to die, her soul drops straight into hell, where the demon prince has been waiting for her. By the time John and Sam get there, the demon prince has already taken control of Angela's body. The two of them tackle her to the ground, and John starts reciting the exorcism. It starts to work. Angela's soul fights its way back into her body, but the demon prince doesn't leave. Instead, he is thrashing inside her, trying to claw his way out from the inside. Sam joins in with an ancient ritual chant, and together they manage to hold the demon down. They're barely keeping it together when an invisible force slams Sam into the ceiling. He is bashed against the roof over and over until his neck snaps, and he goes limp. Seeing his apprentice dead, John loses it. He rolls up his sleeves and starts the forbidden ritual. A pair of bare feet descends from above it is the Archangel Gabriel, the one behind everything. Turns out he has been furious with God for years. No matter what humans do, they get forgiven if they just say sorry. Gabriel thinks that is completely unfair, and humans don't deserve it. He believes humanity needs to suffer real pain and loss before their souls are worth saving. So he cut a deal with the demon prince. Together they'll turn Earth into hell, so that only then will humans earn God's love. He blows gently in John's direction, and John goes flying backward like he was hit by a hurricane. Gabriel's about to release the demon prince, and John's completely helpless. There is only one move left. John prays to God for help, but there is no answer. Out of options, John picks up a shard of glass from the floor. He slashes his own wrist. Satan promised to collect his soul in person. As his life drains away, time itself freezes across the entire world. Satan rises through a pool of oil, thrilled to claim a powerful new soul. He claps his hands in glee, and John still wants one last cigarette. But his wrist is too damaged to even flick the lighter open, so Satan lights it for him. John tells Satan his son is in the next room working with the Archangel Gabriel. They're planning to use the Spear of Destiny to let Mammon escape into our world. Satan thinks it is a trick, but seeing John's face, he realizes it is real. The door explodes. Satan walks over and grabs Angela in his arms. Time starts flowing again, and Mammon struggles violently against his father. Gabriel tries to attack, but his fist stops dead an inch from Satan. He can't move it at all. Satan throws his worthless son back to hell, then deals with Gabriel. He burns Gabriel's wings clean off. Then, Satan returns to John, who says he'll stay in hell forever. But only if Satan trades his soul to send Angela's sister to heaven. Satan's in such a good mood he agrees without thinking twice. He starts humming, ready to drag John down, but John's body gets heavier and heavier. The floor buckles under him, and then holy light floods the entire room. John's self-sacrifice to save someone else earned him God's forgiveness. His soul is now bound for heaven, and this was John's plan all along. Before he goes, John flips Satan off with a huge smile. Satan grabs him in rage, and then does something completely insane. To keep John out of heaven, Satan rips every cancer cell from his body. John's cured, his lungs are clean, and Angela wakes up completely fine. She looks at the man who saved her life twice, and she is clearly falling for him. But John just hands her the Spear of Destiny and tells her to hide it. Somewhere no one will ever find it. John quits smoking and starts chewing nicotine gum instead. He visits his apprentice Chas's grave to pay his respects. As John walks away, massive angel wings unfold behind the headstone. Chas died saving John, and that sacrifice made him an angel.